Don't hire people that you are identical with. You need people that are not like you, that complement you and fill in the blanks.
Yes.
So if you're a creative person and you're all ideas, you don't want to hire another ideas person. You need someone who's going to do the doing stuff. So the numbers or the accounting stuff or going out there and getting the leads or whatever. So make sure you look at the full spectrum of who you are, what your strengths are, what you love doing, what you don't love doing, and find people to fill in the stuff that drains your energy. And you might not be besties with them, but they're going to get the job.
I know. And it's hard. So that was something that I really struggled with when I was hiring staff. Like, I wanted to get along with them, but I kind of think that was a little bit naive. I think you're so right. You like pick people that actually complement you, not someone that you're going to be best friends with. Because at the end of the day, you kind of do have to remove the emotion out of it a little bit in business. And, at the end of the day, yes, you want to have great relationships with your team, but getting the job done is probably the biggest thing.
And don't be cheap.
Yeah. Oh my God. Don't haggle with people.
Yeah, but you will get what you pay for. If you try to get an all-rounder for your business, they're not going to get anything done. And it's just going to chew up all of that time educating them, only to be let down because they're just, the return on investment's just not going to be there for you. And you're going to get more frustrated. You're going to get frustrated at them. And ultimately that business relationship is pretty much guaranteed to fail. So also do all those tests. There's those personality tests that you can do before you hire people. Find out who you are, get a really clear understanding of who you are, how you lead. Whether you are a leader, that's really important to know as well, because if you're not, you need someone that will lead. And then hire accordingly to make sure that you've got all of those little gaps filled. As my mum or other people would always say as well, at the end of the day, someone has to drive the bus. And there's a person for every role. Not everyone's going to be the amazing boss entrepreneur. Someone has to take that role, someone has to do the filing, someone has to do the printing, someone has to do the stapling, whatever. All those jobs need to be filled and the right people need to be put into those positions. And if their personality doesn't work, or you've got too many leaders or too many followers in one little department of your company, that's not going to work as well. So it's really important, to know yourself and do a lot of personal inner work on yourself. Read all the books, there's plenty of resources on how to lead, on modern business, on all the skills that you need as a leader within a company. Make sure you do that personal work on yourself, because that will reflect on the team and the culture and the company that you grow ultimately.
I love that so much, because I think as well, business owners do have a tendency to want to hold on to everything and be the person and I could just do it so much easier and quicker myself, and we don't outsource. But you're right, not everybody is actually good at everything. So knowing yourself and what you are really good at, great. And I think also there's a difference between what you like doing and what you're really good at, and sometimes they're different. But then knowing what your weaknesses are and not feeling bad about that, getting help in those areas. You don't have to, I feel like sometimes people make a mistake going, okay, well, I'm really crap at that, so that's what I'll work on. I'm like, no, hone your strengths and what you love and outsource the crap that you're weak at.
And it's that stuff, doing the stuff that actually energizes you. Yes. You're going to energize that area of your business. You're going to be really good at talking to people. If you're really good at schmoozing, if you're really good at networking, go out and do that. If you're really good at the nitty gritty side of things, do that. If that lights you up, do that, and get other people to, run the ship. A ship is not run by one single person. There's lots of jobs that need to be done on a day-to-day basis. And I think where we are now with business, we have a lot more opportunity to hire externally, and you don't have to have people on full-time payroll. You can outsource through Upwork. You can find people to do lots of little things without having that permanent commitment, which can be really, really scary for a lot of people. So we're very lucky, especially the COVID era in being able to run business very remotely. So use this golden era of running the business. You know, literally I can run most of my stuff through my phone.
Oh my God. Yeah. And I love that point, right? Like, I think people do get scared that they've got to bring on a full-time person and then kind of feed them, right? Because and you're right. It's like, you know, you might have all of these little things that need to be done. Getting in one full-time all-rounder now means you're committed to a huge salary potentially, and then they're not great at any of the jobs that you actually need them to do. I love that you said that we have the opportunity to outsource. You know, there's all of these different platforms that we can leverage. Everything can be completely remote, so you can get the right person anywhere in the world to do the one little task.
And you can shop around. You can shop around. You know, you've got the global recruitment market.
Yeah.
You can find amazing talent at a budget that works for you. I've got a couple of editors that I use because I can't sit and edit copious amounts of work when I've got a little boy that I need to look after who's being absolutely amazing at the back.
I know, I'm so impressed. Yeah.
There's a Kelpie and a little boy out there.
Wow. I have not a peek. Amazing.
But I can't. I'm not one of those people that is going to edit until 2:00 in the morning, because if I do, then I know that I'm going to be rubbish at night, the next day. So I'll do my shoots during the day. I come home, I'll upload everything. I'll select the images that I want. I'll send them off to Bosnia or wherever my editors happen to be.
Perfect.
And while I sleep, my work gets edited. I wake up, send it off to my client. My client thinks I haven't slept all night. Happy days.
You're a genius. Basically, you've just let everybody know the secret that you're a genius.
I do edit a lot of my creative stuff, but if it's just a lot of the content stuff, that's quite easy to do. Rather than do it all night, I'll sleep and let people do it in their own time.
I love it so much, because I think that people think there's a way that they need to do things, and that's not true. Like, find what works for you. And I love that you said, I'll do this bit because that's the bit that I need to, you know, take control of. But for this stuff that's kind of more everyday business as usual, somebody else can manage that.